Afternoon, friends. So, I'm at the Pilsner Brewery here in Pilsen, the only place where they brew the stuff. Quite honestly, Pilsner is my favourite beer in the world and is just one of the reasons I moved to the Czech Republic in the first place. Incidentally, cheers. But I've never been to the brewery before, so this will be fun. You can expect sweeping shops of cellars and barrels and things like that. So behind me is the water tower here at the Pilsner Urquell Brewery. It was running from 1905 right up until 2003. And it was an amazing way to pump water up from a nearby aquifer to use that really good quality water for the beer. Nice. Honestly, this tour is a bit like hell for me, but it is interesting. Right, in the cellar of the brewery, quite a long and involved tour to be honest. With too big a tour group for my blood, but the cellars are absolutely awesome. Really, really cool. Yeah, it has to be said, man. This entire cellar, which is 9 kilometers of tunnels and rooms, is incredibly wet. You see, like, I mean, you've got stalagmites almost. The whole place is just damp. And look at this. This is just a necessity of the trade. But seriously. Right, so just finished the tour, 2 hours. Very informative. Way too highly subscribed for my liking. It was like 40 people. If anyone's coming to Prague and wants to do this, I would actually recommend just doing the cellar tour, which is 1 hour. and it's actually completely cool. And also you get a beer at the end of it. This is the unfiltered, unpasteurized Pilsner that they only sell here and in 2 other places very close by, because it has a very low shelf life because it's unpasteurized. Apparently the brewmasters who live in the cellar like it when it's just about to go, like an old one, as it were. That's their preferred tipple of choice. Here's a Jarvis. It is very good. Anyway, so from here, I'm probably going to walk into town, go to the Cathedral if I can, because it's touching on 5 o'clock now, and a few other places, because I'm not coming into town apart from to get the train to Prague tomorrow, so make the most of my time, get some food. I'm pretty hungry now. Anyway. Right, so I'm on my way. Behind me, though, is the Jubilee Gate. This place began operation in 1842. That's when a very talented brewmaster came along, and they sorted out the recipe, and they started making Pilsner pretty much as it's made today. So it was so successful because, you know, they pretty much invented lager. They built that. It's the Jubilee Gate, 50 years. So technically the Golden Jubilee, but you know, let's not quibble. Yeah. Awesome place. They produce 60,000 litres per hour. And they're pretty much working 24/7 except for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day. So there's a lot of volume. It's sent all over the world, but it's best. There's what they call tanku, which is certain authorized and qualified pubs around the Czech Republic. It says tanku on their legend above the door, and that's when they can have the unfiltered version, and that is the best. Anyway, right, so just for context, this is only the second time I've been to Plzeň, and this is the first very pleasant locale that I've recognised. I came here just for a day and a half last time. I came to an Evanescence concert, which was being held at the old train depot, and it rocked. Amy Lee is, of course, a fucking goddess, so that was amazing fun. But as I say, only my second time, so I'm kind of finding my way, as is my way. Yep, always look up. Right, so main square, and behind me is the Cathedral of St. Bartholomew, the dominant place in town. The tower is, 102 meters tall, which is no small shakes, and is the highest man-made point in Bohemia. It was constructed in 1295 AD. And it's actually very tasteful. It's very Gothic. It's very Gothic, as are many places in the region. I've only got half an hour before it closes, so I'm going to head in. Right, I found myself a quiet corner here because people are at prayer. But I have to say, I like this place. As keen viewers of my channel and those who know me well will know, I'm not a massive fan of gilding or ostentation. There's a lot of gilding here. But the dimensions, the size of the pillars, the construction, the little quirky parts of the architecture really speak to me, actually. It's pleasing. I like it. I really like it. It's very tall. It doesn't seem that big, but it has a sense of volume and space. Yeah. It's really fun. Yeah. Right, so sprang the 110 crowns to come to the very top of the church tower, and in parts an almost vertical climb. Totally worth it, of course. Has to be said, man, there are chimneys over there in the distance, and there's also one over there that seemed to be taller than this. I'm wondering if the statistic I mentioned earlier was tallest old school building or tallest church spire at 102.5 meters, because like I say, there are a few with contenders for that title just in this city alone. Anyway, it's a lovely view. I'm going to get a few panoramic shots now. Worth mentioning, there is the Great Synagogue of Pilsen. I think I'm right in saying it's the third largest synagogue in the world. It's quite a serious thing. It's beautiful from here. I think I might be a little too late to actually get in there, but predictably enough, in World War II, it was trashed, and they spent quite a long time restoring it to its current glorious level. It's really lovely, especially the tiled roof over there. I'll get some close-up shots and stuff. Yeah. I mean, from here you can see the entire city. It's fantastic. Stunning. Right, there we go. The Great Synagogue. Really rather lovely, actually. It's a very large building and has been tastefully, carefully and lovingly restored after World War II. And of course, having thought earlier it might be open, idiot that I am, I then thought, hold on, it's Saturday. So, no, unfortunately, I can't get in there much as I'd love to, but it's very beautiful. And for those of literary tilts, Walter Mitty Bistro. I love that.